guys! So today is a very exciting day. Today is Dinosaur Day. Season 2 of Camp Cretaceous on Netflix came out, which is one of Logan's favorite shows because dinosaurs. And we are going to Jurassic Quest here in Jacksonville. Jurassic Quest is a traveling thing, so you can check the website and see if it's going to be in your area at all. This weekend it's in Jacksonville, Florida, so we are going to go and we're going to take you with us. Okay, so we are about to leave for Jurassic Quest. One thing that has changed this year is that this year, due to social distancing for COVID, it's actually a drive-through event. In the past, it has been something that you walked through and like walked up to see the dinosaurs, and that was a little overwhelming for Logan, so we didn't get to do that. We've offered, he was not feeling it. This year it's drive-through and he's excited. We're here, bud. Are you so excited? Yes, I am. Great. Jurassic Quest.
No.
Do you guys have the audio set up?
Not yet. We will.
You got the link?
Yeah.
Perfect. Jinx. Bundle you purchased and you're good to go?
All right.
Thank you. We actually decided to get one of the bundles. So,
Dinosaur bundle?
it is a dinosaur bundle.
Oh, I see somebody. He's a dinosaur.
Look at what we got. It's a puppet.
A puppet?
A puppet.
Here's this. Thank you. The child house.
Good friend. So since they're doing it through drive-through, we're able to get the audio through the Bluetooth. Logan, look. Why does it keep turning off?
Because if...
Oh, you turn this green off? Oh my gosh. Do we want to roll down the windows?
Oh, that's our stone.
My goodness. Do you want to roll down your window, buddy?
No, I'm fine.
Hey there.
Okay.
Is this thing working? This is Dino Dustin. Here's one of your guides to Jurassic Quest Drive.
Ferrerosaurus?
Before we can go
Have a
in,
Snickers.
we should go over a few rules.
Stay on 3 things.
Please keep your hands,
You hear
Squeaky source.
heads, children, and other appendages inside your vehicle. Please observe our
Oh, there's a volcano.
Yeah, not just dinosaurs are here. That's an ammonite.
Is that our designated?
Oh, there's an ammonite out. Yep, look at that.
This child is way too much. Allosaurus,
Perfect track
T-Rex,
record of
not
zero
T-Rex,
dinosaur
dinosaur.
attacks. This week so far.
Oh, it has a beak.
All
I
right,
can see its beak.
think you guys are ready for your Jurassic Quest.
Yes, it has a beak.
Please pause the audio until you reach the first scene.
Oh, well, we're already.
I'm Prehistoric Nick, a fossil expert here at Jurassic Quest. What you're looking at is the Triassic.
Do you know what that one's called?
The Triassic started about
Do you remember?
Sure.
51
not-
million
Isn't it
years ago
ichthyosaur?
in
Ichthyosaur.
another period that we call the Permian.
How did
One
you
of the
know? Was
earliest
there a
dinosaurs
sign?
that we know
Because,
was
yeah, there's signs.
its name means dog thief.
Oh my god.
Oh.
This is
Dawn
actually
of
really
Egypt
cool.
dinosaurs. Erected this in
Oh, it's
what
like
is
a
now
tile.
Hello, friend.
about 200
It's, what is it, April?
Beside that is a
Plesiosaurus.
I think that's a tile.
Saurus.
Its name
This is
Oh, that's a
Liopleurodon.
Anglo-Saxon.
Ooh.
That's a big boy.
Coelophysis is the oldest known dinosaur.
Hi, friend.
They're so cute.
Here is a large predator known as Herrerasaurus. Herrerasaurus is one of the largest predatory dinosaurs that lived in the Triassic.
Okay, it's telling us to press pause now, but I think we're well ahead.
About
Yeah.
31 million years.
Well, maybe because it wasn't as busy
Folks, this is Safari.
as they were
The
anticipating.
Triassic period was the dawn of the age of dinosaurs, but it too had to come to an end. Just a little over 200 million years ago, the Earth encountered another mass extinction. Believed by an increased period of volcanic activity, it caused the
Stay in vehicle, these dinosaurs will go crazy.
70% of life on Earth.
There's
It
Dilophosaurus.
wiped out a lot of bigger animals. Without big competitors, dinosaurs
friend.
thrived. And in the Jurassic
He's waving.
period,
He is.
they quickly became the gargantuan
And he's wagging his tail at Logan. Oh, look at the little bitty.
Oh.
Captain Caleb.
Oh, another one.
Hope your auto insurance
Wait, who's the real Dilophosaurus here, people? Maybe that one's just
Oh, Logan. What's this?
Deco.
Yep.
And a baby.
Oh, a little baby. Can you see? Oh, he's so cute.
Pokey. Pokey the baby Deco.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I know Logan knows this one.
Allosaurus.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it isn't related to dolphins at all. We can't forget about the small, long-necked animal swimming with it. That's the plesiosaur, another important part of this ecosystem.
Oh, hey, Ceratosaurus.
Yeah, we're way off on the audio.
Use their arms to
Guys,
keep
our
prey from
dinosaurs
getting
up there
away.
too.
Logan,
Or possibly
who's that?
to hold onto a stegosaurus's tail.
I don't see a sign, but he's pretty
The little guys
cool.
in the
Looks
sea
like a
are called
quad. Those are kind of
guanlong.
small.
They're an early member of the Coelosaur family.
Ooh, I wonder if they'll have a quadless.
Guanlong?
Oh.
Boy riding his tail. Wagging his tail.
There's one without feathers and one with feathers.
That's intriguing. Oh, it's a picture.
I think we can.
Definitely a sauropod.
A Patasaurus.
And here
Oh,
comes
he's-
the bigger one. That
You can't even
looks
see
way
him.
too human. Who's teeth? Do you have teeth? Teeth look way too human for that.
Postulates. Back to the
And
areas
their
where
nose
the rocks
too.
usually came.
I'm sorry the dinosaurs are on this side for
Please
you.
pause your audio tour until your dinosaur herd migrates on up to the next scene. Safari Sarah here again. After the end of the Jurassic, we find ourselves in the early Cretaceous period. The Cretaceous was the longest of the three periods of the Mesozoic. The Cretaceous period saw all kinds of strange new life forms, including
All right, now we're caught up
that we
audio
call
to the dinosaurs.
flowers.
Yeah.
We're starting
Good job.
off in what is now England during the early Cretaceous, roughly 120 million years ago. The duck-billed dinosaur you see is what we call an iguanodon, and it's one of the first dinosaurs to be discovered and named. Some of you might have already guessed that iguanodon means iguana tooth. When iguanodon was discovered in England, no one had ever even heard of dinosaurs yet. So when it came time to name this bizarre new animal, the only similarities anyone could think of were that its teeth kind of looked like the teeth of an iguana, only bigger.
Logan.
The very first drawings of iguanodon depicted it
Logan, I
as a
want to try
giant
to look.
iguana-like creature.
There's a little
The
one.
animal it's next to is Baryonyx. Baryonyx was a carnivore, and specifically, it ate fish. We know that it ate fish because when the first Baryonyx skeleton was found in England in the 1980s, it had fossilized fish bones and fish scales inside of its belly, along with a few bones from a young iguanodon. Since it lived in what is now England, as one of its last meals was fish, this could be the earliest evidence of anyone in the UK ordering fish and chips. Oh my god.
This is funny. You're welcome.
Taking us from Europe to the continent of Asia, still in the early Cretaceous. The dino you see here is Eutyrannus, the feathered tyrant. Eutyrannus is part of the Tyrannosauridae family. That means it's T-Rex. province of China. What makes Utayrannus special is that it is the largest dinosaur that we know of with feathers.
That boy
Baby.
has weird.
Utayrannus
Oh no, he's got some.
Oh, he's having a snack.
about 120 million years ago.
Sad, but it's a circle of life.
Nature.
There's the Utah raptor.
Jinx again.
It's great for paleontologists.
He's a Squeakysaurus Rex.
In some cases, including feathers.
Hi, it's Park Ranger Marty again.
Oh,
and
hi,
welcome
Marty.
to the early Cretaceous North America. Furry guy is Utah Raptor. Now let's see, can anyone guess where Utah Raptor was discovered?
Montana.
That's right, Cincinnati. Oh, just kidding,
I
folks.
was going to
Utah
say
Raptor was found in
Ohio.
Utah. Utah Raptor is the largest known member of the raptor family. Now behind him is a predator named Seatz. Seatz was a massive predator that lived at the end of the early Cretaceous. Very little is known about Seatz due to how recent of a discovery it is. But it is thought to be a member of the Allosauridae group that lived into the early Cretaceous. Seatz lived in North America at about the same time as some members of the Tyrannosaur family. But those Tyrannosaurs didn't get any larger than about the size of a Great Dane, because the alpha predator role had already been filled by Seatz. It wasn't until Seatz went extinct that larger Tyrannosaurs like Tyrannosaurus Rex took the stage. Also in this scene, you'll see Deinonychus, or Deinonychus if you prefer. The name means terrible claws because of the sickle-like claws on its toes. If you've ever seen a movie that had a dinosaur called Velociraptor, there's a good chance it was actually a Deinonychus, and the director just thought that Velociraptor sounded
Mr.
cooler.
Conductor.
Make sure to pause your audio tour until you reach our next dinosaur scene.
Our journey now takes us to the continent of Africa in the early Cretaceous period.
He looks very
The
tired.
dinosaur standing here is one that I bet a lot of you know. Can you guess what it is? Did you say Spinosaurus?
Spinosaurus.
You got it! Yeah. Spinosaurus is one of the largest carnivores to ever walk the earth. But it mostly ate fish. We know that because Spinosaurus's teeth have been found embedded in fossilized bones of large
Sir,
fish.
I don't think that you're thinking of men like
Have
that.
also been
Yeah.
other dinosaurs. Spinosaurus is a creature that was a mystery for a long time. Its fossils were discovered in 1912, but they were destroyed during World War II.
Ooh.
When the museum they were in was hit during a bombing raid.
Wow.
It wasn't until the 1990s when Spinosaurus's fossils were rediscovered. In fact, we've learned more about the Spinosaurus in the last 20 years than we have in the last century. We now know that Spinosaurus was a massive predator that lived in and out of the water in marshy waterways of what we now know to be
I know this
northern
one
Africa, preying on fish the size of cars.
Hey, Dustin, is this a secure line?
Sure, I think. I just turned off the mic. Yeah, they definitely can't hear us now. What's up?
I just noticed that the T-Rexes aren't in their areas. Do you know if they've been moved to another location?
I haven't heard anything about
I
moving them
can't see
anywhere.
through the window. Could you
They're
roll it down?
supposed to be there.
Thank
I can't
you.
check in with Nick and Marty to see if they know anything about this.
That would be great. I'll organize a search. We need to find them soon, but we cannot get our guests worried. Let's keep this on the down low.
Roger that.
How can you pronounce those names?
We're moving through time again, folks. Welcome to the late
That's a big
Cretaceous.
fish.
The Spinosaurus.
Okay, here we go.
The little Jimmy Shake.
Claws. The claws on its hands could grow up to 3 feet long, making them the longest claws in the animal kingdom. Most of what we know about Therizinosaurus comes from animals
That's a
closely
fun name.
related to it.
Therizinosaurus.
The only fossils we have of this animal are its shoulders, arms, and hands. It is believed to be an herbivore, but we are still looking for more fossils to know for sure. The dinosaur next to it is a Lorotitan.
We'll wait till we get to Laura Titan.
Oh, he's wagging his tail.
He go whoosh whoosh.
Here
He
we go.
do though.
In what is now eastern Russia. It's in a special group of duck-billed dinosaurs called lambeosaurs, which are famous for the elaborate crests on their heads. These crests would have certainly served as display structures, but may also have been used in some lambeosaurs as resonating chambers to make sounds used to communicate effectively through the herd. Speaking of communication, I've been directed to ask you all to keep an eye out for any free-roaming dinosaurs that may or may not be wandering around the park.
Hi, Park Ranger Marty here. Hope you're not mad at me about accidentally releasing the T-Rexes.
Anger.
Anyway, in this scene, you see Shianchusaurus. Shianchusaurus is a tyrannosaur from China, and is closely related to Alioramus from Mongolia. Both have awfully long, narrow noses for members of the Tyrannosaur family. We're not sure what those noses may have been used for. Maybe to cut through water, making them faster, more accurate fishermen, or maybe they were specializing in smaller, faster prey, not needing the powerful bite of a T-Rex. Speaking of which, if you see one of them, please let one of our 4 security officers know. Now, scientists only described this dinosaur in 2014, so there's still a lot of unanswered questions about it. But I can tell you this much. In the United States, we do not typically refer to this dinosaur as Shianchusaurus. We typically just call it Pinocchio Rex.
Understandable.
Now
Pinocchio
we
Rex.
travel to Argentina. The big animal you see in this scene is Giganotosaurus.
How did you
Arguably
know?
one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs.
That's what they said.
Though it may look a lot like T-Rex,
So you know
it's actually
dinosaur named
a much different animal. Unlike a T-Rex, it has 3 claws on each hand, a lighter bone structure, and teeth that were designed for saliva. If you see one of our missing T-Rexes,
Who's this slogan?
please let one of our 3 security guards know where. Second largest in this scene is Carnotaurus, which means meat-eating bull because of peculiar horns on its head. It might have used its horns as a weapon against other predators. It's a very funny looking dinosaur, not just because of the horns, but because of its tiny little arms. Carnotaurus has one of the smallest arms of any known dinosaur, even smaller than the T-Rex.
Wow, that's a shame.
The small dinosaur you see in this scene is Albersaurus, a small, fast predator that lived in Argentina during the late Cretaceous period. It's believed to have eaten insects. Ew.
Please pause your audio tour until your dinosaur herd migrates on up to the next scene.
Except we're already there.
Welcome to the Duck-billed Dynasty. The dinosaur with the long crest on the back of its head
look ahead.
is called Parasaurolophus.
What's so
Parasaurolophus is a hadrosaur, a family of dinosaurs sometimes called duck-billed dinosaurs because of the shape of their snouts. Other hadrosaurs
How do you say this
include
one?
Iguanodon, Ouranosaurus,
Parasaurolophus. I know that
Alouratitan,
one.
and Edmontosaurus, among many others. Parasaurolophus is a cool dinosaur because it's one of the few dinosaurs where we know what they might have sounded like.
That's just how I pronounce it.
Paleontologists discovered that by looking at the crest on its head.
Dinosaur train lied to me.
What they found were tubes inside going back and forth between the nasal passage and the throat. When they recreated blowing air through their tubes, they discovered that the crest
This
would
is
have
my-
made a horn sound. The new script here just says make horn sounds. No, guys, I'm not gonna do that.
This is my favorite pterosaur
He big.
of any kind.
By the way, hadrosaurs are prey animals. Their sound might have attracted large predators. If our missing T-Rexes hear that sound coming from one of your cars, they might be following the tour back in the direction of their cage. So perhaps we should move on to the next stop. Yeah.
Well, it makes me happy that he was here.
The largest flying animal to ever take to the sky. It lived in what's now Texas because everything is big.
Hey, you have an
Named
Albertosaurus.
after the Quetzalcoatl, the Aztec feather serpent deity. It had a wingspan of 36 feet. That's
got
the
a
same
zoo.
as a small plane. Standing like it is here, it was the height of a giraffe, but would weigh less than 600 pounds.
You seem friendly.
That's a lot. but it's an incredibly light for an animal of this size because it was doing everything possible
Yeah,
to
they
be as
gotta
light as possible,
get the
including
audio.
very hollow bones. This is necessary for it to achieve flight. Quetzalcoatlus was actually not a dinosaur, but a pterosaur. Pterosaurs are a family of flying reptiles that lived at the same time as dinosaurs. Like many, but not all pterosaurs, Quetzalcoatlus had no teeth, unlike our missing T-Rexes who have very large teeth.
You
Now,
gotta
if you
keep
have
bringing
any
them
other
up.
questions about the creatures you see, go ahead and text that question to 844-DINO-411 or 844-346-6411.
The big carnivore in here is Albertosaurus. Albertosaurus is a close relative of T-Rex, roughly half the size of.
The ones in this scene include Titanoceratops, Cosmoceratops, Styracosaurus, and Brachioceratops. Now, there are two families of ceratopsians, Chasmosaurines and Centrosaurines. Now, Chasmosaurines have two prominent eye horns above their eyes and a very large frill. Centrosaurines do not typically have prominent eye horns and tend to have smaller frills, but sometimes they have some rather ornate horns
I'm okay
coming
with
out
going
of
through
those
slower.
frills.
Yeah.
Now, if you'd like to learn more about ceratopsians or any dinosaur, you can text your questions to me at 844-DINO-411. That's 844-346-6411, and I'll be happy to help.
This armored dinosaur is Ankylosaurus, also known as fused lizard. Ankylosaurus was armored
probably
from head to
pause
toe
for a minute.
with bits of bones on their skin called osteoderms.
Was this discovered on the Titanic? That's where they get the Titanic?
Oh, silly daddy.
That or they found it near where they presumed Mount
They
Olympus.
are known for having a bony club tail,
That
which
or
was used to swing
during
back and
production of
forth
Attack on
as a
Titan.
weapon to deter predators.
Let's pause it right
Scientists
now.
have
Attack on
even
Titan.
found a T-Rex fossil with a broken leg that was shattered.
Horns look like
at
its
about the
hair,
same
like
height
April's
as
hair.
the Ankylosaurus tail club. This suggests that Ankylosaurus could fight off a T-Rex and possibly even win.
That sounds like
The
an
animal here is a Pachycephalosaurus, meaning thick-headed lizard, named after its thick, domed skull.
Oh.
It is often depicted as being used
Hi,
to
baby.
headbutt each other for dominance. But
Hey, baby.
Stretching his butt on the tree.
it is more likely used for display.
Styracosaurus,
The large
bud.
dome didn't grow until much later in life, which has implications for the next dinosaur in this scene.
Bumpy!
Draco Rex Hogwartia.
Nope,
That
guess not.
sounds like something from a Harry Potter book. That's because it's
Bumpy's
from a Harry
cousin.
Potter book.
Yeah.
The name actually means Dragon King of Hogwarts because its skull looked a lot like the skull of a dragon. There are some who think that as this dinosaur aged, the shape of its skull changed, and that what we're really seeing here is a juvenile Pachycephalosaurus. But we won't know for sure until more fossils are found. I've got great news, everyone. Our brand new head of security, Lisa, has managed to locate one of the T-Rexes and lure it back to its area. That's great news because T-Rex is one of the most common favorite dinosaurs. So that means we can actually talk about the T-Rex, the tyrant lizard king, while we have one of them here to look at. Tyrannosaurus Rex had the most powerful bite of any land animal, between 8,000 and 12,000 pounds per square inch. They needed such a powerful bite to crush the bones of the prey, or even tear through the roof of a car. The powerful bite wasn't the only trick that T-Rex had up its very short sleeve. It also had something called a septic bite. T-Rex had very short arms, so it couldn't brush its teeth. That means its mouth was filled with bits of its last meal, filling its mouth with bacteria. When T-Rex went hunting, it would sometimes bite into prey that got away. If that happened, some of the bacteria from T-Rex's mouth might infect the wound, causing the prey animal to get sick. T-Rex could use its terrific sense of smell to track that prey down. Let's get out of here before that other Rex picks up our scent.
On to the next area, the Triceratops.
Here at my favorite dinosaur, the Triceratops.
Same.
The cool thing about Triceratops.
Uh-oh.
No! The last T-Rex is in with the Triceratops' pen, and he's eating the Triceratops. Oh no, folks, this is terrible. That's my favorite Triceratops. Lisa, we've located the missing T-Rex. Lisa, do you copy? Oh
Well,
no,
that's
this
pretty
is terrible. Well, since we're here, Triceratops is an herbivore from the end of the Cretaceous period. That's the same time and place that T-Rex lived. Now, Triceratops means three-horned face for pretty obvious reasons. Scientists used to think that Triceratops used the frill on the back of its head to defend its neck from T-Rex. That seems like it would make a lot of sense, but there's actually evidence that when T-Rex did eat Triceratops, he would sometimes bite down on that frill and pull the Triceratops' head right off. That meant it was less of a shield and more of a pull tab on my favorite dinosaur. But that crest was still there for some reason. Most likely a display to attract mates or to scare away rival dinosaurs. Wait, I think that T-Rex is starting to notice your vehicle. Better make like a tree and bark out of here. Well, the good news is, at least we're not going to see anything scarier or with a bigger bite.
And now, for something scarier with an even bigger bite. Megalodon.
Hi.
Megalodon is the largest shark to ever swim the seas.
His
It is
teeth are
believed to
giving me
reach up to
vibes.
60 feet in length and had rows of hundreds of teeth.
Okay.
These teeth would
Horse
sometimes fall out
terrifying.
and be replaced with new teeth, similar to sharks today. Megalodon teeth have been found on every continent,
he's a
including
big fishy.
Antarctica. For centuries, these teeth were thought to be the
Definitely gonna need a bigger boat.
dragons and sea serpents. What they actually were was no less scary. The good news is that Megalodon is definitely extinct, despite what
Now the
some
gift shop.
TV shows and movies would have you think. While the ocean can be treacherous, Megalodon is not the danger in it. At least, not anymore.
So we pre-purchased a bundle which has some dinosaur surprises in it, but at the end they also have like a little gift shop set up, and you could, and when you get up here you can purchase some of the items that they have. Now at the very end, after the gift shop, they have a photo op. So I don't know what this is gonna be like, but
We shall discover.
we'll find out.
We already
Well,
All right, so we got our picture, and now when we get home, we can go online and see our picture because it has our number down where my thumb is. All right, well, that was a lot of fun. We had a really fun dinosaur day. I did notice that our audio, so whenever you start the adventure, you're supposed to press play on the YouTube video. That didn't work out well for us because our line was moving much faster than the audio was. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. You may have just heard music over it or it just sped through. I'm not really sure. Anyways, I wanted to show you what all we got in our bundle because that was one of the biggest questions that we had when we were ordering our tickets was what's in the bundle. So we got the, I believe we got the 5-pack. So I'm gonna show you what all we got in our bundle. Okay, so this is the little canvas drawstring backpack that we got, a drawstring bag. Obviously it says Jurassic Quest and it's really cute. We got a plush or soft friend, as Logan would prefer me to call it. He loves this little puppet. He is really digging the puppet. It's very soft, so it can fit his hands really, really well. We got two, okay, so this is a dinosaur. We're assuming baryonyx, and this is a flying reptile, not a dinosaur. If I called it a dinosaur, I would get yelled at. We also got one of these little fossil kits, so we'll get to dig a fossil out tomorrow. We got the little tools and everything that will help us dig it out, so that'll be fun. We also got a poster, and once I get this up on Logan's wall, because I'm assuming that's where it's going, I'll see if I can get a picture of it. And Velociraptor origami. I'm really excited to try this tomorrow. Obviously, not all kits are necessarily going to be the same. This is the one that we got, and Logan was very, very happy with his selections. So that was our dinosaur day. I hope you had fun. We definitely had fun, and I think Logan is very happy with his Jurassic Quest adventures. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Was it a good dinosaur day?
Oh yeah.
What was your favorite part? Did you have a favorite dinosaur that we saw?
All of them.
All of them.
And every part was my favorite part.
Oh, okay.
This day was amazing.
Excellent. Well, you know what? You know what I think?
What?
I think you're amazing. You're silly. Would you like to say what we say to our friends?
Love, hugs, and belly rubs. Bye.
Bye.